On today's episode, we're answering the question, no, we're not, because I'm on the wrong damn outline.
Right. So when it comes to storytelling, I get to tell stories in all of these different contexts for a variety of clients who help people in different ways. And that's really what I do.
I love storytelling. I'm the worst storyteller ever. So I'm the person that starts a story, goes to the middle, then goes, oh, wait. I got something to tell you about before. And then I go back and I leave people really, really confused. So although I love them, I'm bad at them. So what makes a good story? What helps us create the kind of story that people would want to listen to in our content?
That's a really good question. I think it depends on the context and what you're trying to achieve with the story that you tell. One really good place to start, and I'm sure you've heard this before, and I'm sure you've used it before, is the hero's journey. So if you remember back to high school literature class or what have you, you would have an arc to your story, and there's a climax in the middle where things get really exciting, and then you sort of resolve stuff towards the end. The hero's journey takes that a bit further and takes the character on a journey through their life where they start out and they recognize that there's some sort of problem in the world or in their life, and then they go through this journey to solve it, and then they face these major obstacles that they have to get through. They resolve it, they learn new stuff, and then they're transformed. So when you think about storytelling for your business or for your clients, a good place to start is with the hero's journey. Think about how you can map that out onto your own life. So if I use myself as an example with the hero's journey, one of the things that I touched on was my burnout, right? That was sort of the abyss in my hero's journey. And how did I overcome that? I discovered that the clients I really wanted to work with were clients that help other people, because that makes me feel good when I do good things for them. And that was my own personal transformation. And I take that model and I apply it to many of my other clients.
I love the hero's journey. Alison and I are both students of English Lit. So we both have that background. So we're like, as soon as you said that, we're like, oh, he's going to talk about story arc.
Well, and, I want to talk about that a little bit, just because the hero's journey seems to be the go-to place for everyone. And is it kind of overdone? I mean, I know movies and TV and books and all that, but in business, in marketing, is that kind of long, drawn out, this is all my drama story thing overdone?
100%. So I think that you have to approach it like everything else in moderation. There are, let's say you consume alcohol. You might have a glass of wine here and there, and that's perfectly fine. But if you're drinking 10 glasses of wine a day, that might be a problem. The same thing applies to using any tool for marketing, and the hero's journey is one of those tools. What I would say is it's a great place for people to start so that they understand how storytelling is done. And then from there, you'll find your own brand of storytelling. You'll find your own arc that maps out to the stories that you tell. And as long as you keep in mind the different pieces of a story and figure out how to apply those components to whatever story you're telling, you're in a good place. So every story has a story. Every story has characters. Every story has some kind of arc to it. And if you think about, okay, who are the characters in my story? And what is my arc? And who are the other characters? And what am I trying to show people? You do those things and you're going to be all right.
What is wrong with us? We have the giggles.